Hello and welcome to the Global Philips Hue launch event, the IFA 23 edition. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Aniek van Damme, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Philips Hue's latest innovations. And it's a very special launch this year. In this launch event, we will find out which bright new products and features Philips Hue will bring to your home. Now, let's get started. To talk about Philips Hue in today's market, I'm joined by Philips Hue's business leader, Jasper Vervoort. Welcome, Jasper.
Hi.
Hi, great to see you again. Another IFA, another Philips Hue launch event. How do you look back on the past year?
Yeah, so for many people and businesses, the last years have not been easy. High inflation, high energy prices, a lot of uncertainty. And still, we have been able to keep up a very high pace of innovation. So that's why I'm excited to be here today.
Well, I can't wait to hear all about these new innovations. But first, let's take a brief look back.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about Philips Hue's highlights in the past year?
Yeah, last year, at the end of last year, we announced and launched a very highly anticipated product, Philips Hue Vestavia string lights, Christmas lights. One of my favorite products. It's not just normal lights, 20-meter string, 250 smart LEDs. But the beauty, of course, is our smart home features. So we actually have managed to integrate it with Spotify and SmartThings, so you can sync your favorite Christmas music with your Christmas tree. I mean, a very nice example of what Philips Hue can bring.
Indeed. Well, I bet Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas got a whole new meaning now.
Exactly. And you probably then also, because of other range extensions of Vestavia, you will be very happy to see what we will announce later today.
Well, we'll hear more about that later on, but any other highlights you want to share?
Yeah, so that was the end of last year. And yeah, just before the summer, we introduced more form factors to the Philips Hue lineup, making sure that you can make your lighting even more personal. So we've managed to introduce Philips Hue's smallest bulb, the luster, very sought after form factor, but also on the luminaire side, new panels, both for Surimi and Orel, different colors, different shapes, yeah, with new specs. So again, making the Philips lineup even more complete.
And you can also customize the lighting of the panels, right?
Yeah, correct. Like with any other Philips Hue product, you of course can personalize your lighting. That's what smart lighting is all about. So whether you use scenes, automations or dimming, they all contribute to your personal experience. And because it's so top of mind of many consumers, energy usage is actually also a thing that people worry about. With smart lighting, you can actually really reduce your energy usage. So of our smart scenes, you actually use more than 70% less energy when picking a scene, but also dimming, automations, or even picking another color than white already helps you reduce energy.
Well, that's a lot. That's a very good recommendation. You mentioned about the Spotify and SmartThings integration, but you've also launched another partnership with Samsung this year.
Yeah, correct. Beginning of the year, we launched the Philips Hue Sync app that runs on Samsung Smart TVs, giving you a truly full room lighting experience when you watch videos or play games. It's a deep integration that really works seamlessly and people love the immersive experience. But that's not all. We actually want to start with two more announcements in the terms of how we deal with partnerships and how seamless the Philips Hue experience is.
Can you already share one?
Yeah, so we're excited in the fourth quarter to actually, next to audio and gaming, we will also introduce music sync to the Philips Hue TV app, which basically means we will interpret the song that is playing on your TV and give a new lighting experience based on the phase of the song, whether it's the chorus or the verse. And adapting to the beat, we will actually show you a complete new lighting experience of watching and listening to music on your TV.
Wow, that's a great step up, I'd say.
Correct.
We've spoken a lot about Matter in the past years. Do you have an update on that?
Yeah, that's indeed the other thing I wanted to talk about. So it's finally here. September, we are launching Matter for Philips Hue on the bridge, which means every product that you bought in the past will be Matter compatible from September onwards, meaning all integration and interoperability that Matter promises we will be able to deliver on. So like we say, Matter will start to really matter from September onwards.
Nice one. And what do users have to do?
Nothing. If you have auto update on, the firmware will be automatically installed on your bridge. If you have a manual update, you just trigger it in September. We will install it for you. And again, everything will be Matter compatible, whether you bought it now, last year, or even in 2012.
So now that we've started talking about what's coming, what can you say about what Philips Hue will launch more today?
Yeah, so this is about the big news. So Philips Hue and smart lighting is all about ambience, feeling secure, well-being and entertainment. But on the Feel Secure, we have already made some steps with motion sensors, presence mimicking. But actually today, we are going to launch a full solution and suite of products that will take Feel Secure to the next level.
Okay.
We're going to launch cameras, contact sensors, features on app, features in the cloud, where really we will be able to integrate security and smart lighting like no one else can. We call it Philips Hue Secure. George and Matthias will talk about the features and the products later on. We believe this is a really next step into what Philips Hue means and the role we play in the smart home domain. That security, we will also, don't worry, have lighting innovations, so many new innovations to come during the next session.
That sounds exciting. Thank you so much for kicking off with this big news. And let's have a look at what that looks like.
This is Bright Home Security from Philips Hue. When cameras and sensors detect motion, you'll get an alert. See something suspicious? Trigger a light and sound alarm. Or say hello to a friendly face. No matter where you are. This is life with Bright Home Security. This is life with Philips Hue.
That looks promising, doesn't it? Here's Philips Hue's Head of Product, Matthias Meijs. Welcome, Matthias.
Thanks, Annick. Very happy to be here.
Well, you know everything about this new offering. We've got Philips Hue and Smart Home Security. What is this all about?
Yeah, I'm super excited about this launch. So today we are announcing Bright Home Security, which is what we call Philips Hue Secure. It is actually a unique, fully integrated system that delivers security through lighting. As Jasper already mentioned, we already deliver prevention features in security with our existing system. For example, with motion sensors that basically automatically switch on the light when somebody is approaching the house, but also with mimic presence, which is actually an automation in the Hue app that can simulate the presence and basically simulate as if you're in the home, while you're actually not, by switching a certain pattern of lights. Today we're making a very big step. We go for the first time beyond prevention. So what's new is that we also go into detection, notification, and also deterrence.
How does that really work?
So the Philips Hue Secure camera and the contact sensor, together with the existing motion sensor and also our existing award-winning app, work seamlessly with our lights and are fully integrated with our lights in order to deliver unique security features. A good example of that is light alarms. Let me explain what it is. So basically, when you have armed your home, you can get notification when there is motion in the house while you're away. You can open your app when you get that notification and basically check what's going on with the camera. When you then see that something suspicious is going on, you can take different actions. One of the actions that we offer our users to take is basically switch on light alarms. So imagine that basically how that works. That's basically a lot of lamps in your house can start blinking with a white or red color. So in order to then deter potential intruders, but also warn people around the house that something is going on there.
That sounds super interesting. But whenever we talk about cameras, we need to talk about privacy.
Indeed, that's very important. So it is good to know that we have really taken best-in-class privacy in mind with the full development of Philips Hue Secure. Let me give 2 proof points for that. The first one is that every single video feed and audio file basically that is taken by the Philips Hue Secure camera is end-to-end encrypted by default, which actually means that only you as a key user can see that and get access to those images or those audio files. And other people that you have granted authority by 2-factor authentication, but in combination also with a unique key. So that's the first proof point. Second proof point is that we offer personalization of the video feed in our security center. So, for example, you can set up certain blackout zones. There are certain zones where you have then no recording, and also activity zones. So, for example, areas outside where there is traffic, you can also make sure that that is not recorded. To also make sure that the privacy of people around you are assured.
Very interesting. Thank you so much for this explanation, Matthias.
Thank you.
Well, I can't wait to dive a little deeper into these products. Please welcome Philips Hue's Head of Technology, George Janny. Welcome, George.
Yeah, thanks for being here again.
Yeah, again, right? Well, you were one of the founders of Hue more than 10 years ago. Have you ever imagined that you would offer smart home security solutions?
Well, actually, I think it's quite a logical step. Security has always been one of the key use cases of Philips Hue. And there's just a very kind of natural fit between security and lighting use cases. Also, if you have a look at what we can do by adding security-specific products like cameras to our ecosystem, it really unlocks some unique things by having a deep integration that make both security and lighting better. Before we dive into the details of it, I just want to take a moment to kind of recognize the extraordinary efforts of the team we have at Philips Hue. It's not often where you see a team bring a product ecosystem through so many changes. We invented the smart lighting category, we created the entertainment lighting category, and now again we're coming to try and reinvent the humble light bulb to be a key important part of how you secure your home.
Oh, that's very nice. You know what they say, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So, without any further ado, let's get started with the announcement. I see you brought some things with you.
Yes, indeed. So let's start by having a look at the Philips Hue Secure cameras, which are really the core of our new proposition. We've really focused on providing excellent image quality with these products. We've used premium optics, a premium image sensor, all to create a crisp 1080p video feed, which also offers excellent night vision. With this camera, you can verify what is happening in your home, get notified about it, and take action. It comes in two different varieties.
Yeah.
We have a wired camera that I'm holding here, and also a battery-based version that we have here. And we offer a variety of mounting solutions. Here you see it in our desktop stand, which lets you conveniently place it on a table or bookshelf, but it also comes with a wall mount stand, which you can screw to a wall and then easily magnetically fasten anywhere around your home. All the products are suitable for both indoor and outdoor use, so you can place them anywhere in your garden. We even have another thing that you see here, which is a stake mount. So you see at this end, you put into the ground, and then the camera can conveniently attach here.
Okay, quite smart if you could hide it a bit in the shrub, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you also don't have an issue with powering the product because all of our cameras are actually compatible with our existing outdoor low voltage garden lighting system. So if we take an example and you have these products set up in your garden, you're away out for dinner or something similar, and someone comes into your garden. What will happen is you will get a motion alert if your home is armed. You can then verify what is happening by opening up a live view directly from that notification.
Yeah.
If it's someone that shouldn't be there, then you can take action by sounding our special light and sound alarm. Or if it's someone friendly, you can activate our two-way talk feature and either instruct the mailman to put the package somewhere or say hi to a friend.
Yeah, so can you show us how these notifications look like?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Let's have a look.
This is Bright Home Security from Philips Hue. Whether it's a delivery, something suspicious, or just a friendly face, you'll always know what's happening at home, no matter where you are. This is life with Bright Home Security. This is life with Philips Hue.
So like you saw in the video, the camera can not just detect motion, but it can actually recognize what is happening in the video frame. It's able to detect people, pets, vehicles, and packages next to other motion. And that's a really useful feature for seeing easily what is happening in your home and what you need to pay attention to or not. What's quite special about what we do here is actually all of this recognition happens in the camera itself. So we have a computer vision model that runs 100% locally in the camera, making sure the event recognition is fast and private, which is pretty unique in the market.
Really cool and very important, I'd say. You've brought another camera with you. What is this one all about?
Yeah, so obviously the first thing you see here is there is a large floodlight attached to it. So this is the Philips Hue Secure floodlight. What we can do by having a light attached to the same product is, in one product, we can offer some of the core use cases of Philips Hue Secure. So if we detect a security incident in your home, we're able to illuminate a large area with color light, flashing white or red, for example, to deter the burglar. But it also is great just for everyday convenience. So if you pull into your driveway, it recognizes that, turns on the light so you can see what you're doing. And because it's a connected system, it can actually turn on other lights than this one. For example, a light inside your house or the other lights in your garden.
So you've got a proper alarm system here.
Indeed.
Well, we've seen multiple cameras now. What else did you bring?
Yeah, so it's not just about cameras for Philips Hue Secure. We can also generate alerts when the home is armed from our existing indoor motion sensors, or also a new sensor type, which I have here, which is the Philips Hue contact sensor. So this is a product which you can mount on a window, door, or cabinet, and basically lets you know if that is open or not, and generates an alert based on that. We've designed it to be easy to set up. There's adhesive tape which you can use to attach it to most surfaces, but also screws that you can use to attach. Because we've designed it with multiple sensing elements, you have a lot of freedom in how you place it. We have this small piece here which has a magnet inside, and then the main sensing unit, and you're able to place the magnet on the left, the right, on top. And when they become separated, it notices the event. And because of these multiple sensing elements, it will work on a swinging window or door, or also a sliding window or door. So should be able to use in most cases.
Yeah, so we've got the sensors, we've got the cameras. How do they work together?
Yeah, so let's think of an example. So say you have one of these contact sensors attached to your front door. You open the front door. The light in the hallway automatically turns on, and you get a notification on your phone. You click the notification, the live view from a camera turns on, and you can see what is there. If it's someone that shouldn't be there, you can immediately take action, call someone, or trigger the light alarm that we have. So the products all work together as part of one ecosystem.
You've talked about notifications in the app on your phone, system automations. I bet the app itself also gets a major update.
Yeah, so we've added a whole new section to the Philips Hue app that we call the Security Center, from which you can configure and use most of the security-specific features we've added to the ecosystem. Let's have a look. When you receive a notification, you can tap it to open the app. You can take a look at the timeline of past events to see what happened in the past. You can also check your live streams. From here, or from the home screen, you can open the Take Action screen to call the local authorities or a trusted contact, activate your lights, or manually trigger a light alarm that flashes your lights and sounds the siren on your secure camera. In the Security Center in the app, you can easily arm or disarm your security system.
Well, Matthias already touched a bit upon privacy. Well, in my case, I live quite close to my neighbors, and I bet they don't want me recording what's happening in their garden. I mean, how does Philips Hue address that?
Yeah, so we thought of that use case, and we have a solution for it. So you can actually personalize the camera's field of view. If you go into the settings of the camera, you can configure what we call a blackout zone, where you can mark an area of the camera's field of view that you want the camera to remove before anything leaves the camera. So it actually scrubs that part in the camera itself. So should address your neighbor's concerns.
Yeah, I can imagine they like that.
We also have another way you can customize the field of view with something we call activity zones. So you're able to mark an area of the screen where you don't want to receive motion alerts. So if, for example, the camera is pointing a little bit, which sees a street or lights from cars, you can filter that part out so you don't get bothered every time a car drives past.
So privacy is quite a broad topic. What does Philips Hue do furthermore to ensure this?
Yeah, we've really focused on making our camera very private and very conscious of people's concerns about having cameras in and around their homes. We have built our products with a technology that's called end-to-end encryption that we have on by default and without compromise. What that means is that any video or audio that is recorded by the camera, including live streams or motion events, is encrypted in the camera in itself and cannot be seen by any unauthorized app user, and also not by us. This is a pretty special feature where I'm glad we've taken a bold stance.
Yeah, I can imagine that not everybody is familiar with end-to-end encryption. Can you elaborate a bit more on that?
Yeah, so end-to-end encryption is a technology that secures communication. What it means is that all the sensitive information that the camera is recording or seeing is protected, encrypted in the camera itself with a key that is only known to the camera and the authorized end user application. And that key is never known to anyone else. It's never stored in our cloud. We don't have access to it. So the users can rest assured that their data remains private no matter what we do. What's special is that we have this actually on by default. So without having to do any special settings or configuration, your data is protected, and you can even enjoy the advanced features like AI notifications because it's done in the camera itself. Unlike other brands which do this in the cloud, we can offer these continuously, and you do not have to worry that your data is not protected.
But how does the system know who is an end user?
Yeah, so I think it's important to say that Philips Hue accounts are essential for using Hue Secure, because these are the way in which we recognize our end users, and we've made quite some investments in our user system to actually enable more detailed configuration of what different users can do. So for example, maybe the parents in the home want to give their kids access to control the lights, but don't want them to have the video feeds. You can do that by giving different permissions to the different users in the home.
So in order to use all these products, what do users have to do?
So I think important to mention that we do have Philips Hue Secure starter kits and bundles, which contain a collection of the products we've spoken about, which unlock the full capabilities of Hue Secure. But actually, to get started, all you need is a Hue Secure camera. Some features will require a Philips Hue bridge, so light alarming, support with the contact sensor, automations. Those all will require a Philips Hue bridge as the kind of the central brain of the Philips Hue system. In addition, for some features, you will need a paid plan. We're offering 2 plans, which are required for things like activity zones or the AI detection. There's a basic plan, which you pay for per camera, that offers 30 days of video storage history, and then there's a plus plan, which lets you have multiple cameras in your home, which offers 60 days of video storage.
So we've talked about the products, we've talked about the security center in the app. Anything else you want to highlight?
Yeah, there's a few things I still want to mention because we've really wanted to focus these products to also be useful when you're at home and the system is unarmed. So all of the secure products we've spoken about today can also be used for convenience automations. So for example, I have a contact sensor in a small cupboard under my stairs where I store coats and shoes. When I open the door, the light turns on. When I close the door, the light turns off. But importantly, if my kids forget to turn off the lights again, then because it's a smart system, it can actually notice that the door's been open for a few minutes and automatically turn off the lights, so I'm not wasting energy. If you choose to use the cameras in an unarmed state when you're at home, it's also important to know they don't act as cameras. What we've done is we've actually turned off the interaction with Wi-Fi. No video footage leaves the camera. So it actually works as a motion sensor. It will detect what is happening in its field of view and then send the control message to trigger the lighting automation in the same way as our motion sensors do over our secure, private, low latency Zigbee network inside the home.
Nice.
The final thing that I think is important to stress is just like we've done in the lighting products, we have also really focused on making the secure products as future-proof as possible. They're all software updatable, and we've dimensioned the hardware with room to expand with new features, and we have lots of ideas for the future. And we've really, over the last decade, been showing our dedication to our products and making them future-proof through software updates, and we want to carry on that heritage for our security product line as well.
Nice. All in all, I think it's a great expansion of the range. But Philips Hue is still about smart lighting solutions, right? And Jasper already teased us a bit at the beginning with a new Vestavia update.
Yeah, I think we're excited to share that there is a generation 2 of Vestavia that has an important feature upgrade, which is actually that it is fully outdoor rated. So next to being able to enjoy light inside for festive occasions, you're now also able to have the beautiful gradient effects in your garden or yard year-round. So every backyard party or barbecue, you'll be able to enjoy the ambience they bring to the space.
Nice. Outdoor, anything else?
Yeah, we also have some additional sizes of the product. So in addition to the previous 250 LED 20-meter string, we'll also have a shorter 8-meter 100 LED version and a larger 500 LED 40-meter version. So no matter the size of your Christmas tree or yard, we'll have a solution for you.
That's so cool. I cannot wait to light up my garden with these lights.
We've also designed 3 new dynamic light effects that are specifically designed to look beautiful on these new Festavia products. We have the Prism light effect, which uses a rainbow palette to create an exciting, playful ambience, great on a Christmas tree. We have the Shimmer light effect, where we rapidly change the brightness of the individual LEDs to create a kind of shimmering effect, like light reflecting off water.
Yeah.
And we also have the Opal light effect, which uses a dreamy pastel palette to create a beautiful, calming atmosphere inside your home.
Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'd say a very exciting Philips Hue product launch, but I haven't seen any bulb yet.
I wouldn't want to do a product launch without talking about light bulbs. So I actually have a new product here to share, which is a new form factor for the Hue ecosystem. So this is actually our first low voltage product, and it's an MR16 spotlight. It comes in 2 versions, a white ambient and a full color version, and puts out 400 lumens of bright, tunable white light, which is comparable to a conventional MR16 spot you might already have in your home.
Yeah.
We've really designed it to be easy to install retrofit solution. And so it's a shape and size which should fit with the vast majority of existing fixtures you have in your home. And also we've put a lot of effort into making sure that it's compatible with the low voltage transformers you already have built into your ceiling if you have these kind of products.
So how does that work then?
Yeah, so as you see on the back, we have these 2 pins. That's how it gets power. This is what you will already have in your ceiling if you have this kind of spot. You remove your existing one, plug the new one in, and because we've put in the effort to make it compatible with transformers, it should then just work and be controllable like any other color-capable light with seamless control via app, voice, or accessories.
Great. Well, next to the product upgrades, I think it's really cool to see how smart lighting and home security really blend in seamlessly. I'd say that is bright home security. Well done. I hope you are just as excited as we are. Jasper, Matthias, and George, thank you for taking us through your highlights and the innovations. And if you want to know more, as always, you can find lots of information on the philipshue.com website or follow Philips Hue on Facebook and Instagram. From wherever you are on the globe, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.